Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty crazy news because we actually have a woman that's on now the news that has been officially now been, well, basically caught. It's over here. This woman has actually been sued now by the literal government mixed on in, and this is after she stole over $500,000 by trying to go and basically scam Xbox and PlayStation 5 people trying to go get their consoles. So first and foremost, this is awesome news. I love seeing this. This is disgusting that people, even still to this day, have to remind people, like, always be worried on Twitter, on Facebook, even YouTube comments alone. Do not go and buy random stuff from people, especially on Twitter, and especially if they're trying to get you like Cash App or Zelle money. Please do not. Big warning, especially now as we're literally in like the very deep parts of the holidays. Please be careful. But this is actually really cool to go and see. I'm one of those folks that I do not think scammers and people trying to go and mass spam, mass message, and basically go and steal from probably hundreds of folks. This should not be allowed. I mean, if you guys disagree, this completely fine with me because I will stand by that opinion nonstop. You should not be allowed to have people, well, scamming people everywhere. So very cool, interesting story over here. So let's go and talk about it as well. If any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get a bunch of free stock and free money. Coinbase too as well. Link down below. And of course, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below this video. I'll probably go scroll through all of them too as well. So hopefully a lot of you guys agree with me, but if not, that's always totally okay. So as I mentioned, we actually have some pretty cool and intriguing stuff because when people go and steal money and steal consoles and steal from folks in general, especially now in the holidays, I hate it. I'm sure most of you guys hopefully are in the same boat too as well. And it also kind of ties into a little bit when it comes to that brand new Grinch bot. Now, if you guys remember, we actually made a video on this maybe a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago or so at that point, where even the government's trying to go more so kind of combat against botters and people mass buying up stock, etc., etc. Now, that's not necessarily too much on the similar side, but this kind of is somewhat related. So let me go talk about this too as well. So we actually have this article over here from the NJ.com basically stating the New Jersey woman stole $500,000 by promising hard-to-find Xbox, PlayStation consoles and not delivering. So if any of you guys are scammers out there, hopefully you guys can maybe go and second guess because guess what? You can also maybe go get caught. And of course, just like you shouldn't be trying to steal from like moms and dads trying to get stuff for their kids in the first place. So with this, we actually have an article stating a New Jersey woman has been sued by authorities now in New York after advertising the sale of hard-to-find Xboxes, Xbox Series X's, and PlayStation 5 consoles online, which were never officially delivered during the holiday season last year, officials said. So basically, it's just like it took a while for them to go and find them, and then they eventually did, and now they're basically being apprehended. The New York Attorney General Office has also obtained a judge's order banning Tendria I have no idea, Faulkner, if I said that right, from taking any additional orders for items she is not in direct possession of, according to a statement released on Tuesday. She operates under the business names of Sonja Posh Boutique LLC and Prestigious Marketing Concepts Incorporated, which also kind of reminds me of Prestige Worldwide, in all honesty, if I had to go and say it. And also her last known address is also in Iverton. So this also is official statement. Today's court order stops this Grinch from ruining any more holidays this year, and our lawsuit seeks to recoup everything paid for game consoles that were basically never received. New York Attorney General Lelita James said in a statement, despite false promises of PlayStations, Xboxes, and other high-end items, Tendria and her companies were not able to deliver and only stole Christmas from numerous families. Basically, her business took online orders for around Jesus Christ, $500,000 worth of popular gaming consoles. PlayStation 5 and OX, it's so weird, OX, Xbox Series X, and Series X consoles in the fall of 2020. Most people who ordered reported not receiving the items in time for the holidays or just even at all. And this also led into her basically going and saying, like, this is just like, what do you mean? It showed up. What do you mean? It's not my fault. It's FedEx's fault. It's UPS's fault. So first and foremost, this is nuts. So this is kind of in case you guys ever see these like Twitter bots. I've seen this happen all the time. It happens in my tweets all the time. It's so obnoxious, even sometimes in my YouTube comments. please always be careful. If someone's trying to sell you something on Twitter, they're probably trying to scam you. If you go and send money, I say this all the time, if you try to send money on Cash App, Zelle, even PayPal, friends and family, it's very hard, if not impossible, same with some cryptocurrencies and stuff, to get your money back. So scammers take advantage of folks and they're like, yeah, we'll sell you a console, $500. Yeah, we'll sell you to another person, $500. And they just go and do this and spam Twitter until they go get, like, let's say that's like 1,000 sales. So basically at this point, they basically scammed at least 1,000 folks basically for their console. So it's like if you go on Twitter and you have these like quote unquote verified consoles, or you also sometimes see like fake websites, fake links, fake Facebooks and all that type of stuff, like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. And this is why you should always go be careful when it comes to buying from just random folks that are not just an official like Amazon, Target, Best Buy, Walmart, etc. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to not lose your money, and I'm sure most of you guys do not. But this is also even an extra bonus step where we actually are seeing basically people competing against this. Well, not say competing, basically just dealing with it so people don't go get scammed. So the very end tail end of this, basically then just ignore the request for a refund. So of course, obviously, if you don't get your console, 3 months later, you're like, buddy, I know they're hard to get. What are you doing? Where's my console? Where's my Xbox? Where's my PlayStation? And then they probably just ended up getting ghosted. And of course, in most instances, they were just never sent the items. Then most people paid with Venmo or Apple Pay, court papers state. In addition, the Attorney's General Office obtained a temporary restraining order that also freezes the bank accounts associated with her and her business too as well, and all the information was definitely not publicly available. So I'm going to go and say this. Maybe not a bad take. You guys can always agree or disagree. Thank God. This is always the one biggest fear for me, who's been trying my best to help you guys get your consoles and all of that, is because I do not like seeing people get scammed. Now, I do hope most folks in the community, if they ever see scams, they call them out. And as well, obviously, hopefully you guys are not, dumb enough to fall for it. But it always does make me scared because sometimes we do see older parents, even grandparents out there trying to find and get their consoles for their kids. So as I go and see this, it does kind of it scares me a decent amount. But at least on the bright side, I do love the fact that they're trying to deal with this. $500,000, especially $500,000 that has been scammed, is no small matter. That's a lot of money, and I'm sure a lot of these people as well would like to have their $500+ back. And it just to me, it kind of makes me sad because I think that there's been a lot of good in all these restocks, a lot of good stuff. I love seeing people getting their consoles. I love seeing folks, being happy. I love seeing folks getting to gaming. I love seeing parents getting their consoles for their kids. But as we go and see this, we keep on seeing more and more and more bad apples, especially this past year or so of me doing this, where it just has not been a fun experience. It has not been fun. I feel so bad, and I hate seeing these scammers basically just running amok, mainly because Twitter as well also doesn't really do that much at all to kind of help these, like, basically ban them. Like, people are basically going and stealing verified Twitter accounts. They go and change the name to like Sony verified seller, although they're obviously fake. And they're like, yeah, we have 100 consoles, just go and buy one. Like the first one to DM me, we'll go get a console. And obviously, as you guys can even see from this, people are making an absolute killing and making so much money off this. They're making $500,000. And it's just so sad to see. But as I mentioned, on the bright side, this is awesome. I love this news. I love seeing the fact that these scammers and basically people that are stealing from people, because this is exactly what it is, are finally getting the repercussions that are pretty much deserved. People should not be losing money. They should not be prying on people who may not know the difference. Some people can maybe go and blame them for not knowing or not double checking. I get that. But once again, I've definitely seen a lot of moms, a lot of grandparents, just more older folks too as well, or not maybe on Twitter. Or also a lot of folks that literally just made Twitters just to go and track the console, GPU, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, restock so they get their consoles. So once again, I love seeing this. These people are legitimate scammers. These people are not setting up their products, and they made so much money off this. So the fact that we might actually see some folks actually get their money back, and as well just overall good news, this makes me so happy to see. Especially with the holidays too. You imagine you lost $500 last year and you had to go through this entire past year. Like, this has been a awful year, and the fact you maybe at least get to get your money back is a very nice sign. So kind of give me all of your thoughts and comments down below. And as well, if you guys are not looking to the Grinch bot stuff, we actually may have a kind of cool new story maybe tomorrow to go and talk about too as well. Basically, if you guys don't know, basically the government's trying to go and stop a lot of these big botting firms and basically big botters out there. If you guys missed that video, which is also, at least in my opinion, kind of good news. You can kind of take it either way. You guys can always give your thoughts and comments on that as well down below. But I just want to give you guys a big thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one, and hopefully you guys all have a good day, and please make sure you guys do not go and get scammed. Love you guys all so much. I'll see you guys up later on throughout today for a bunch more videos.